Hello, welcome to Straight Talk Africa, live from the Voice of America studios here in Washington. It's Wednesday, December 14th. I am Shaka Ssali. Today, we have opened the telephone lines for you, the audience, so that you may ask any question that may be on your mind, or make any comment or express an opinion that may reflect the concerns of your community or neighborhood. In other words, it's your show. You set the agenda. Mainland Tanzania recently celebrated its 50th anniversary of independence. Parliamentary elections in Ivory Coast may be bringing more change to that nation, and the re-election of the Democratic Republic of Congo's Joseph Kabila is being noted with interest and concern across the continent. My colleague Paul Cisco has more on the story.
We begin in the DRC. Newly re-elected President Joseph Kabila is rejecting the findings of the U.S.-based Carter Center that the presidential election results lack credibility. Kabila concedes there were mistakes in the process, but the outcome, he says, cannot be doubted. The vote count was immediately rejected by the main opposition challenger, Etienne Tshisekedi, and others. A spokesman for the Carter Center says the vote was marred by wide vote variations in the quality of the vote counting. And there is evidence votes from nearly 2,000 voting stations in Kinshasa were lost. Many locations around the country reported 99 to 100% voter turnout, with most or all of the votes going to the incumbent president. By law, electoral challenges have to come to the Supreme Court. Tshisekedi says the court does not have the independence to rule fairly. A confident President Kabila disagrees, saying the election was legitimate. On to the Ivory Coast, and what a difference a year makes. Ivorians went to the polls Sunday in parliamentary elections that appear to be strengthening the ruling coalition of President Alassane Ouattara.
This parliament will be a real democratic parliament and one of consensus, and this parliament will contribute toward reinforcing democracy in our country.
Voter turnout was low, and many polling stations opened late under tight security. However, election observers say voting took place in a largely calm manner. Ouattara won presidential elections in November 2010. Then, after months of violent clashes and with international help, he wrestled power from ex-leader Laurent Gbagbo, who rejected the results. Gbagbo is now facing charges of crimes against humanity at the International Criminal Court at The Hague. Finally, Tanzania. The occasion of the 50th anniversary of independence of mainland Tanzania is a clear indication that independence and real freedom works when citizens are united. Then called Tanganyika, the nation gained independence from British colonial rule December 9, 1961, after a struggle championed by Julius Nyerere. The Pan-Africanist helped create a new political culture, and in 1964 a political marriage between Zanzibar and Tanganyika, resulting in the United Republic of Tanzania. Today, Tanzania is one of Africa's most peaceful nations. Its economy, one of sub-Saharan Africa's best performing, and currently East Africa's second biggest. President Jakaya Kikwete is expected to step down in 2015, at the end of his second and final term in office. Critics say his attempts to curb corruption in the nation leave a lot to be desired. Paul Cisco, VOA News.